here with us to talk about football.
Tonight, Steve is back with us, this time to talk about his friend and teammate Justin Skaggs, who passed away Friday at age 28. Steve, thanks for joining us here at this very difficult occasion. I know this was all very sudden for you guys. I know Justin was diagnosed with a brain tumor back on May 31st. He was undergoing some treatment, then he had emergency surgery on Thursday and never regained consciousness. How did you hear about it, and what was your first reaction?
Well, I knew he was having complications Wednesday night. A lot of us were gathered for the radio show that was on Wednesday evening, and Jason Gesser and some of the others had showed up with his kids because they said that he was having real bad headaches and they had to go to the hospital. And I didn't really hear much more about it until the next afternoon. They said that he had surgery, and Jason Jones, our team president, and some of the others started calling around and telling everybody that you guys might want to get to the hospital. They don't know if Justin's going to make it through the night. So that's when we all started gathering together.
Fans knew Justin as a receiver and a linebacker, but you knew him as a friend. What kind of a guy was he?
I'll tell you what, if there was more Justin Skaggs in the world would be a lot better place. I mean, he was the kind of guy that you would love to have as a brother, you would love to have as a son. You definitely the kind of guy that you want your daughter to marry when she grows up. And he was just a very special person. He was just a down-to-earth country boy. Loved to have fun. Great spirit about him. He just loved everybody around him that touched him, and loved football.
Steve, on this Father's Day, our thoughts turn to his children, 5-year-old Jake and 3-year-old Abby. How is the family doing? His wife, Tara, and the kids?
I think the family's doing pretty good with all things considered. I think a lot of it is still a shock to them because everything, like you said, happened so suddenly, and they were preparing themselves for a fight to battle the tumors that they found, and before they really even got a chance to start the fight, things obviously took a turn for the worse. But they're doing really well. Tara's holding up really well, and I think the kids are doing good.
You're going to hold a memorial service tomorrow morning. How difficult is that going to be for you and for the team?
It's going to be difficult. Some of us attended a dinner last night with the American Cancer Society, and they had a little video about the blaze and, of course, about Justin. And it was kind of difficult watching it. And then at the end, it said in loving memory of our friend Justin, and it was real difficult to kind of read that finalization of everything. But yeah, we're going to be having a little get together. The public is invited. The fans, of course, are invited, and we're going to get together and talk about our memories of Justin and try to have a little bit of closure, I guess, to it.
Now, even at this difficult time, you still have a game remaining in the season. You're going to have to go to LA and play next Saturday. What would Justin think about you guys having to go play and finishing out the season?
Justin would, he'd be like, hey, boys, let's go get him. I mean, even when he was first diagnosed, I mean, he told us, he's like, guys, don't worry about me. He's like, I'll be fine. I'm going to fight this. And he told us, he's like, just go out and play football. Let's go out and win. And that's what he would be telling us. I mean, if he was here, he'd be kicking us all in the butt. So we're going to be ready to go. If guys can't get up for this game, I don't know what's going to happen.
As you were close to Justin, what's the most memorable thing about him? What lingering memory will you have of Justin?
Just the positive effect that he had on people. I mean, if he was successful at something in his life, he didn't hesitate to help the next person to attain the same success that he had. He was always willing to give out his secrets and just help people better themselves, and that was one thing that he was always positive around people and always left that positive impression.
Steve, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I know Justin's going to be missed very much by his family, by his football family with the Blaze, and by the entire community of Salt Lake City and the entire state of Utah, really.
Well, thank you for having me. It was nice to come here and put out the good word about a guy like Justin Skaggs.
We're glad you did. Thanks.
Thank you.
As we mentioned, Justin's memorial service is scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the International Room at Energy Solutions Arena. Everybody who wants to attend is invited to be there.
And this is important. In lieu of flowers, donations for Justin's family can be made to the Justin Skaggs Memorial account. And all you have to do is visit a Zions Bank, any Zions Bank location. Checks can also be mailed to Zions Bank, 1 South Main Street, Suite 100, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84111.
It won't be easy, but the Blaze will have to turn their attention back to football later this week.
As we mentioned, the final game for the Blaze of the season is this coming Saturday. They take on the Avengers at the